Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. I am Haja Maidi from Department of Biological Sciences and Biotechnology, UKM. Today, on behalf of our group, I will present on diversity of ferns and lycophyte of Pergau Dam and its vicinity. I will start my presentation with introductions and followed by objective, sampling area or methodology, result and discussion, and finally with conclusion. For introductions, ferns or pteridophytes are non-seed plant with vascular tissue. It appeared on Earth more than 350 million years ago. They were at their peak during the Carboniferous period. Most of these taxa become extinct, but a number of them gradually evolved into our modern ferns. Currently, there are about 12,000 extant species distributed worldwide. In 4 decades since Holtom's publication on the flora of Malaya, there have been many changes in ferns classification at family, genus, and species level. The recent classification by Smith et al. 2006, all the ferns classifies in 2 divisions, namely Monilophyta and Lycophyta. This group of plants are usually characterized by the presence of Krozier, which is the young part, nature of sporangia or Sori, presence of Indusia, and the nature of the leaf, like macrophyll and megaphyll. There were few research on ferns in Kelantan have been done. For example, in 2005, Maidin et al. Reported 80 taxa in Gunung Stong. Then in 2010, Krozier et al. In lodging area reported 41 taxa. In Gunung Chamah, Jaman et al. Listed 132 taxa. For Gunung Basor, hutan simpan basor, Maidin reported 94 taxa, and recently Maidin listed 55 taxa for hutan simpan Ulusan, Macang. Our main objective is to list down all the ferns and lycopod species occur in Pergau Dam and its surrounding area. The Pergau Dam, located in Gunung Basor Forest Reserve, is around 40,000 hectares in area, and also located in the central forest point of Peninsula. The dam was bordered by Gunung Stone State Park in the south, Royal Belum Forest in west, and Halabalapak, Thailand in the north. This map shows the location of the Pergau Dam in Jeli district. The method we use in our study start with the field collection during the expeditions, and then followed by pressing and drying the samples in the field and in the herbarium, followed by species identification, then mounting and labeling, data management, and finally with the storage the samples in the herbarium. Based on our collections, a total of 94 taxa in 55 genera and 29 families of ferns or lycophyte and monilophyte have been identified. It covers nearly 14.5% of the total of 647 taxa reported for Peninsular Malaysia by Paris non-native. This pie chart shows the percentage of the ferns and lycophyte of Pergau Valley or Pergau Dam compared to the Peninsular Malaysia. Out of 29 families reported in this area, 2 are from division Lycophyta and the rest are from division Monilophyta. The 2 families from Lycophyta are Lycopodiaceae with 2 genus and 4 species, Indusia with a single genus and 8 species. The Monilophyta represent by 27 families, which are Adentaceae, Aspleniaceae, Blennaceae, Saetiaceae, Davalaceae, and so on. The family Polypodiaceae is the biggest group in study area, which is represented by 11 taxa in 8 genera, followed by Gramitidaceae with 8 taxa in 6 genera. And the third family is Tetrapteridaceae, which represented by 7 species, 6 genus, and the rest of the family represented by single or 2 genera with small numbers of species. In the wet tropic, ferns are abundant everywhere, but as the great majority of them are not very large, they rarely dominate the landscape. In study area, ferns are adapted to various types of habitats afforded by trees, other large plants which form the bulk of the natural vegetation, and rock outcrop that provide opportunity for colonization. Some species occur in more than one type of habitat. Species growing on the ground in forest shade are adapted to permanently weak light and high humidity. Where the forest has been felled or in open places such as rock outcrops exposed by burning, road cuts, landslide and riverbanks, different species occur which will tolerate strong light and drying winds. These sunferns do not flourish in permanent shade. The picture shows some of the common species as a terrestrial plant in open area. For example, Lycopodilla senua and Helmintostachys zeylanica. For terrestrial shaded area, Selaginella vildonovi and Tapinidum pinnatum is common in the area. In Pergau Dam area, ferns occur frequently as an epiphyte. These are adapted in various ways to their habitat, which can involve exposure of their roots to the air and thus to frequent dry period. The epiphyte found in this area, for example, is Elaphoglossum califolium. It's one of the mountain species. And other, we are very common in the dam area, is Asplenionides and Platycerium coronarium. We also compare the list of species in Pergau Dam with Gunung Stong in Kelantan, Lembangan Langat and Gunung Nuang in Selangor, Gunung Jirai in Kedah and with Gunung Belumut in Johor. Based on the comparison, we found that species similarity percentage between Pergau Dam and Gunung Nuang and Lembaga Langit in Selangor was nearly 16 to 70% similar, and less similar with Gunung Stong in Kelantan and Gunung Jerai in Kedah. Based on the comparison, we found that species similarity percentage between Pergau Dam and Gunung Nuang and Lembaga Langit in Selangor was nearly 16 to 70% similar, and less similar with Gunung Stong in Kelantan and Gunung Jerai in Kedah. Finally, I'll take this opportunity to thank TNB, Tenaga Nasional Berhad, for support the study via grant ST 2019-008, Forestry Department, UKM, and thank you for your attention.